Aretha Franklin has passed away surrounded by her family at her home in Detroit. She was 76.
I love Aretha Franklin. This is so sad for me.
Sad. So sad.
It's always sad when we lose a legend, you know? But you guys, Aretha is leaving behind a huge legacy.
So true.
Easily one of the best voices of all time. She had 18 Grammys, 44 nominations. 44 nominations.
That doesn't even sound like a real fact.
It's not even.
Because that's insane.
Who does that? And she was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You guys, she has so many hits left behind, and we're gonna discuss our favorites right here, right now. Okay, first up is a fan favorite, Respect. It was released in 1967. Everybody knows this song.
Everybody knows this song.
Literally everybody knows the song. But what a lot of people don't know is that it was originally released by Otis Redding 2 years prior to that. And it was all about how a man works hard for his money and then the woman spends the money. And then Aretha was like,
Rude.
Switching it. And it became a whole like women empowerment anthem. And Rolling Stone called it one of the greatest songs of all time.
It has to be. Like, it's one of those songs that it just resonates with so many different people, so many different ages, people from all walks of life. It's also now what I love to become a kind of celebratory song as well.
Yeah.
Even though its meaning and it's what's really at the foundation of this, which is women empowerment, is so incredible. But just the fact that just naturally it's such a good song. Like, she has such a great way of entertaining people through music because her voice was so like it just
soulful.
makes you feel good. And I love that it's one of those songs that like you put it on, like even on like a party bus.
Everybody knows this song.
You can't help but dance. So I just think it's one of those songs that it just deserves love forever and ever.
So good. Real fast. You know what I think about?
What?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Ashley Banks, she got on that stage and she was like, she wanted her dad to like see her as more than just a little girl.
That's
and she
right.
sang it.
That was such a good moment for her too.
So good.
Next up, we have Chain of Fools, 1968, also originally recorded as a demo for Otis Redding. It was a straight blues song, but then Aretha Franklin reworked the lyrics a little bit, and her producer Jerry Wexler and her like dream team, they added a little bit of oomph to it, and it reached #2 in January of that year. So it was just kind of like, as soon as it hit the sound waves, it was a hit.
Yep. Not many people can do that. Especially back then, that was hard to do.
Yeah, I just love how unique that song is. Like, even just from like something like Respect that came out just a few months before, and Chain of Fools is like a totally different type of music. And I just love that so much about her.
Queen. All right, next up is I Say a Little Prayer, which was released in 1968. It was actually originally a Dionne Warwick song, and Aretha had no intention of recording it, but one day she was in the booth with her backup group, the Sweet Inspirations, and they were just doing vocal warm-ups, and Jerry Wexler heard them, and he was like, oh my God, this is a hit. Whatever you guys are doing, this is a hit, and the rest is history. It became a hit. Fate. Like what? Who's just like doing warm-ups like me?
I know. And it's just kind of amazing. That just shows how good of an artist she was if her warm-up sounded like a hit.
The heck?
Moving right along, it's You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. So we've heard so many reiterations of this song, but this is how it started. It's kind of a crazy story. So Aretha's producer, again, this guy Jerry Wexler, who obviously is a genius in his own right, he actually came across a famous songwriting husband and wife. Their names were Carole King and Jerry Goffin, and he literally just walked into them one day in like New York City, and he was like, "Hey guys, how you doing? How about you write a song called Natural Woman?" It just came to him, and they were like, "Oh, interesting." They loved the title. That's all they had to go off of, but they used those two words to create this hit that Aretha then recorded, and then the husband and wife actually gave Jerry Wexler a writing credit for the song as well. They were like, "Thank you so much for giving us a title, and look at this amazing hit that we wrote just because of that." So
I've been like, thanks.
Yeah.
Collect
Can you
my
imagine?
check.
I feel like Aretha Franklin and Jerry Wexler were the perfect two people to work together.
Yeah.
Because they obviously both had such artistic brains.
Hard-hitting duo, man.
Yeah, it's like when you know somebody was meant to do that. This is that kind of duo.
Love that song. All right, next up, last but not least, is Think, which was released in 1968. It was off of her Aretha Now album, which was also a feminist anthem. You guys, this song had booming success. Check out these stats. It reached #7 on the Billboard Hot 100. It became Aretha's 7th top 10 hit in the US. And the song also reached #1 on the magazine's Hot Rhythm and Blues singles, becoming her 6th single to top the chart. Mic drop.
That is such a good song.
Mic drop. It's like, I'm lost for words, honestly.
I know, it's insane. And it's like amazing to really be able to look back on her career and just see how much success and when this all started. And I was like, this morning when we were reading and doing some research on just how much she's done, it's like, it still blows your mind because you're reminded of all of the things, like the fact that she sang at Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? And then, you know, in, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years later, she's performing at presidential inaugurations, including Obama's. So
in the hat?
It's just one of those things that it's like, wow, like, you are almost so, it almost makes you emotional because
totally
76 years of just incredible feat after feat after feat.
Just giving the world just talent. Talent.
Absolutely.
No one will ever be. There will never be another Aretha Franklin.
Yes, and of course our thoughts and prayers are with all of her friends, her family, and her fans, of course. This is a sad day.
And that's only 5. That's only 5 of her hits. There's like a gazillion more, you guys. So if you have other Aretha songs that you love, or if those were one of your 5, let us know in the comment section below.
Thanks for watching. Please click to the right to watch another new video. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to all of our channels.